This is Brookfield Cemetery in the Jewellery Quarter of Birmingham. The entrance here is right on a very busy main road. You can hear the traffic in the background. I note on the notice board as we walk in, it calls itself Warstone Lane Cemetery as opposed to the Brookfield Cemetery. We've also got a building site on our left, which is generating a lot of noise. Just as we come in the gate, there's this very tall monument, and if we do a zoom in on the name, William Gardner, Anne, the beloved wife of William Gardner, 1883, and then William Gardner, 1887. Straight away you can notice that sometime in its history there's been a clearance project. A lot of the stones have gone, turning it more into a lawn cemetery. This is to Emily Harriet, the child of Emily and Harry Needle, 1887, 4 years and 5 months. And then Harry Needle died aged 59, and of Percy Thomas, the beloved child of Charles and Julia Humphreys and grandson of the above, who died 16 months. And at the bottom we've got Emily Needle. As we climb the path into the higher parts of the graveyard, just over there we see, facing into the bushes, hopefully we can get down to read it, one of the Commonwealth War Graves Commission stones. And I've fought my way in and pushed the bushes to one side to get to the inscription for A. Leadham, stoker and second class, RN, HMS Drake. I have a feeling that was a training ship, and that is 1944, age 20. And then I almost missed this one because the white stone has turned a sort of grey, possibly as pollution. Private E.T. Dutton, Royal Warwickshire Regiment, 1919, aged 19. Beside the path we have Mary Ann, the wife of Jesse Hawkins, 1878, and then Leonard Turnford, their son, born 1884, died 5 years later at East Orange, New Jersey, USA, and was brought back here to be interred. A more substantial stone. This one is to John Biddle of Frederick Street, 1858, and his wife Elizabeth Emily, 1872. And beneath that we have other members of the family. This has got the white lettering on the darker stone. Thomas Griffith, the son of Edward and Matilda Gilbert, 1877, 16 and a half years old. We've got Edward Gilbert and Matilda beneath. A really nice script on this one, and a very clear inscription. Joseph, the eldest son of Samuel and Eliza Marchington of Birmingham. He died in 53, aged 26. And then Elizabeth Marchington, daughter, she died aged 25. This one is to Eliza Letitia, the wife of James Oliver, 1882, aged 36. And then James Oliver, who died a lot later in 1915. As we get up into the top of the cemetery, we can see that a lot of the stones have been cleared, but it has got a very pleasant feeling about it. This openness and the grass and the stones that are left. Very few of the memorials here are telling us much about the person, but this one makes a pleasant change. Alexander Smith, for nearly half a century, engineer to the Birmingham Gas, Light and Coke Company. 1863, aged 81. Now up here they've laid a number of stones down as a pathway. It's a great shame because they've used the stones with the multiple names. These were for the people that couldn't afford their own grave, and they were put in a common vault or a common grave, and you paid a small sum and had your name put on a common stone. This one here, for instance, is all about 1928, and we start with George Robert Archer, and on the right hand side Henry E. Gillett. There's no family connection between these names. Names were put on more or less in order of when they were buried. Up in Yorkshire they're called guinea graves because that was the cost of having you put in a common grave and having your name put on one of these stones. The next one along starts with May 1925, Matilda Pamela Wilson. And as we move up, we see more and more. It's a shame they're being used as a pathway because they have an absolute wealth of information on them. This one, as it's the end of the path, appears to date from 1918. You can see several dozen names as I pan down. This is a large, substantial stone close to the path at the top of the graveyard. And the first name is Eliza, the daughter of Edward and Elizabeth Williams, Victoria Place, Smethwick. She died at Rhyl, that was a holiday resort in North Wales. 1852, her 21st year of age, so she may have gone there for reasons of her health. And then we have Elizabeth Williams beneath that. And on the other side of the memorial we have Edward Williams of Grove House, Birmingham, West Bromwich, 1866, age 65. And then Martha, his daughter, who died age 52. Some very detailed carving on this with the various flowers, the cross and the banner with "Thy will be done." And the memorial is to Samuel Good, 1882, age 53. The top name is actually to Rachel, his wife, and then Samuel, and then Thomas, his son, and Annie Good on the way down. But what's remarkable about this memorial is this detailed carving at the top. I've come down a level now to the area where the catacombs are. Now these are burial chambers fitted out with multiple shelves and tunnels running backwards, and there you could place your casket, your coffin. Often family members would be placed together on the one shelf. It was the exclusive way of being buried in Victorian times. Sadly, there are no names on these. It looks as though they've been re-bricked to secure them more recently, and whether they lost their names at that period. A couple of plaques on the higher level, we'll go and have a look at those, and one over there, but most of these have no names to tell us who was placed in there. Here lie the earthly remains of Thomas Guest Senior of Aston, 1830 born, 1902 died, and Rebecca, his wife, who was the much beloved mother of Thomas Guest, an architect of this city. And then beneath that we've got Thomas himself, who died in 1933. A couple here with inscriptions, but this one has lost many of its letters. You might be able to work it out on the basis of a puzzle. The one next door is a little easier. Harry Samuel, husband of Gertrude Bertha Cutler. And then Kathleen Gertrude, their daughter, and a few more details underneath. Up on the higher level we have this more modern plaque, Thomas Medlicott, 1853, Mary Medlicott, Samuel Thomas Medlicott, and Margaret Medlicott. And just one remaining plaque above this door into the catacombs, William Frederick Adams, 1921, and the mentions beneath, William Frederick Adams, interred at New Plymouth, New Zealand. The top one is for Patty, the wife of William Frederick Adams. One more of the war graves tucked away. Private A.S. Neal, South Staffordshire Regiment, 2nd of November 1914. No age given on that one. And a war grave to leading aircraftman W.A. Mellor, Royal Air Force, 1941, just aged 20. Well, I shall leave you now from this cemetery, Warstone Lane, and it's interesting. Some good names here, some good memorials to explore. Certainly worth a visit. Till the next time.